like a seesaw, baby.
Seesaw.
Your love is like a seesaw, baby.
Seesaw.
First it's up and then it's down. It changes so fast, never hits the ground. It goes up, down, and up. I like a seesaw, baby. When you said you'd be my baby.
Seesaw.
Well, when you said you'd be my baby.
Seesaw.
I thought your love was sincere, but at this rate it won't last a year. It goes up, down, and up. I like a seesaw, baby.
Monday.
It's a hug and a kiss then.
Tuesday.
Something I've been missing.
Wednesday.
Everything is fine.
Thursday.
You done change your mind.
Friday.
It's the day we make up. Well, the day we break up.
Sunday.
Things are going all right.
Monday.
You want to start a fight. Your love is like a seesaw, baby.
Seesaw.
Well, your love is a seesaw, baby.
Seesaw.
First you glad and then you mad. You the strangest girl I ever had. It goes up, down, and up. I like a seesaw, baby. It's a hugging and a kissing.
Tuesday.
Something I've been missing.
Wednesday.
Everything is fine.
Thursday.
You done change your mind.
Friday.
It's the day we make up.
Sunday.
Well, the day we break up.
Sunday.
Things are going all right.
Monday.
You want to start a fight.
Your love.
Like a seesaw, baby.
Seesaw.
Well, seesaw, baby.
Seesaw.
First you glad and then you mad. You the strangest girl I ever had. It goes up, down, and up. I like a seesaw, baby.
Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged.
Move the Needle Radio. Hey everybody, it's a great Tuesday to be with you. It's Liner Notes Lipson. We got some music for you today. A shorter episode because I'm actually catching a red eye. So we got to keep this one a little bit shorter. But not to worry. We heard from a few songs just before this. We're currently listening to Walter Wanderley. This is the record Soft Samba. Love that tune. Walter Wanderley is playing right now, and you heard from him the song Beach Samba. Before that, you heard from Gary McFarland. Oh, I love this record. I just got this record, so very excited to play it for y'all. And you heard the Beatles tune Get Back. John Lennon and Paul McCartney credited to that. To start tonight, you heard from The Moonglows, and you heard a song that I really like, Seesaw, recorded in 1956 on Chess Records, and a little bit more Walter Wanderley right now. I got a few new records, and I want to play some of that, and then one of them I'll play towards the end of this set, and I want to launch into this sort of like songwriters singing their songs generally, and there's some great stuff I have on vinyl. It's maybe a little different than what I've normally played here on the radio, but it's some of my favorite stuff to listen to, and it really warms my heart, so I want to get into that a little bit later in the program. Here's a little Sarah Vaughan Beatles record I just got.
Day after day, alone on a hill, the man with a foolish grin is keeping perfectly still. But nobody wants to know him. They can see that as just a fool, and he never gives an answer. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Well on his way, his head in a cloud. The man of a thousand voices is talking perfectly loud. Nobody ever hears him for the sound he appears to make. And he never seems to notice, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head sees the world, sees the world, sees the world, sees the world, sees the world.
Oh no, that was not there. Let's hear it again.
Spinning
We got over that hump. I'm gonna have to put a complaint in with the record store.
But nobody seems to like him. They cannot tell what he wants.
It's a long distance phone and I feel so alone here without her. It's a crime and a shame, I ain't got the change, and don't you know that I'm worried about her. I've been all over town, every street up and down, looking for the man. He's just a face in the crowd where the traffic was loud, but don't you know he'd be proud to give a helping hand. Mister, can you find it in your heart to lend me $1? 'Cause the times have been slow, fresh out of dough, and I ain't got the money to call her. I threw my pride out the door 'cause I've been turned down before, but I'll keep trying. This type of pain is kind of hard to explain, but the feeling's the same as like dying. You put the change in my hand, you're the world's kindest man, and I thank you, sir. You'll never know what you've done for this poor mother's son. The thirsty man just got a cold cup of water. Mister, can you find it in your heart to lend me $1? 'Cause the times have been slow, fresh out of dough, and I ain't got the money to call her. I threw my pride out the door 'cause I've been turned down before, but I'll keep trying. This type of pain is kind of hard to explain, but the feeling's the same as like dying. Oh, mister, can you find it in your heart to lend me $1? 'Cause the times have been slow, I'm fresh out of dough, and I ain't got no money to call her.
From the west, through a caravan, around the campfire light, a lovely woman in motion, with hair as dark as night. Her eyes were like that of a cat in the dark. They hypnotized me with love. She was a gypsy woman. She was a gypsy woman. She danced round and round to a guitar melody. From the fire, her face was all aglow. How she enchanted me. Oh, how I'd like to hold her so near and kiss and forever whisper in her ear, I love you, gypsy woman. I love you, gypsy woman. All through the caravan, she was dancing with all the men, waiting for the rising sun. Everyone was having fun. I hate to see the lady go, knowing that you'll never know I love her. I love her. I love you, gypsy woman. Gypsy woman.
Move the Needle Radio. You heard from that record, which is Jay and the Americans, Sands of Time. And you heard from Al Martino. This is off Capitol Records. My Heart Sings is the album. You heard The Call, and that's from the pen of Carl Perkins, the great Carl Perkins. Did I get that right? The Call. This is Gene McClellan. I'm sorry. I'm reading the liner notes right now. That's because you're with Liner Notes Lipson, and the first record you heard in that set was from Sarah Vaughan. And let's hear more from this album because this Sarah Vaughan Beatles album is just so good. Let's hear Blackbird from Sarah Vaughan.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take those broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take those sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night.
Blackbird fly, where? Blackbird fly, where? Blackbird fly, where?
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take those broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night.
Blackbird fly, where? Blackbird fly, where? Blackbird fly, where?
Blackbird spread your wings and take to the sky. Oh, you were waiting for this moment to arrive. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to
Take these broken wings and learn to fly. For your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be prayed. Blackbird flying, blackbird flying into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these singing eyes and learn to sing. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be brave. Baby, do the blackbird, hurt fly. Baby, do blackbird, fly. Baby, do the light of the dark black night. Baby, do the blackbird, hurt fly. Baby, do baby, blackbird, fly. Into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird, fly. Baby, baby, do blackbird, fly. Into the light of the dark black night. Blah, 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 blah. Night, 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 night.
We're all connected together at a level of consciousness where all our souls merge to become the universal mind. Maybe so. Anyway, I want you to help me sing this song. Here's what you sing. Om. Just one word. Now you try. Come on. Om. That's it. That's it. Sing it out. Om. That sound is supposed to be as close to the universal vibration as humans can make. Om. It's a good sound, and it creates good vibrations and puts you in tune with the infinite. Om. Okay, I'm going to sing now. Watch me, and I'll show you when to come in. Thoughts are real, not just worthless fantasy. If we think about the good things will come to be. So think about a happy future in store for you and me. And if we believe it, oh yeah, our thoughts will set us free. Pay no attention to the doomsday sermons around us everywhere. Just listen to that little voice inside and you'll never know despair. Close your eyes so you can see the truth that lives inside your expectation. Open your mind so you can hear the thoughts you're thinking in your meditation.
Time goes by, as we all know, naturally. People come and people go, naturally. Let's be natural. Ever since the world began, let's be natural. Every woman, every man, let's be natural. Has followed nature's plan, let's be natural. Oh yeah. Stars are in the sky above, naturally. People rise and fall in love, naturally. Let's be natural. Ever since the world began, let's be natural. Every woman, every man, let's be natural. Has followed nature's plan, let's be natural. Everything is everything, naturally. Yeah, people cry, laugh and sing, naturally. Let's be natural. Ever since the world began, let's be natural. Every woman, every man, let's be natural. Has followed nature's plan, let's be natural. Yeah.
Move the Needle Radio. You just heard from the Ruddles. And if you're wondering why they sound like the Beatles, that was the intention. It's almost comical how much they sound like the Beatles. It makes me question how great the Beatles really are when Monty Python, Eric Idle, and musician British producer Neil Innes combined to form the Ruddles. And also they collaborated with George Harrison on some of that stuff. Also, before that one in the set, you heard Ohm. That is from a record, Ray Stevens, The Feeling's Not Right. And I played a track off that record not too long ago. It's a recent record I had, and I didn't play that one, Ohm, a comedy song, and Let's Be Natural sort of teetering that line as well. So I played those back to back. And before that, there were two back-to-back Blackbirds. And the first one was from Sarah Vaughan Beatles record. I definitely recommend checking out Sarah Vaughan's Beatle album. So funky and such a delight. You'll put Sarah Vaughan on your jazz shelf, but you'll be happy to walk to your jazz shelf and pick that one out for any type of party. So much good stuff on that Beatles record from Sarah Vaughan. And following that one, that Blackbird from Sarah Vaughan, you heard Bobby McFerrin live. That's from a record called The Voice. And he sings Blackbird. Of course, it's written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney as it's credited. And actually, the Ruddles are credited with Lennon and Paul McCartney, not because they wrote it, but because of a lawsuit. So Liner Notes Lipson here to tell you that all Ruddles tunes, which are parodies of Beatles songs, are credited to Lennon and McCartney. So funny enough, Neil Innes, one of the few songwriters to collaborate with Lennon and McCartney, so the royalty split says. And I want to get into a song. Now, I want to play some great songwriters and some songs that they've written. So I'm going to play this song. The next two artists are definitely known for their artistry as performers as well. But these next two songs have been covered many times from many different artists. So I want to start with this Billy Joel song off The Stranger on Move the Needle Radio.
Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I would not leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. You always have my unspoken passion. Although I might not seem to care, I don't want clever conversation. Never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. Need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. Oh, what will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I love you, that's forever. This I promise from the heart. I couldn't love you any better. I love you just the way you are. just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and you're out,
When you're down and you're out,
when you're on the street, yeah. When evening falls so hard, so hard, so hard, I will comfort you. I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, and when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver bird. Sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams your mind. I'm gonna ease your mind. I'm gonna ease your mind. And I believe, I really do. Ease your mind. I'm gonna ease your mind. La 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 la. Now that I've lost everything to you, you say you wanna start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Maybe I'm grieving, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear, but then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child girl. You know I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two, because I never wanna see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad, and beware. Beware. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you like a child girl. Baby, I love you, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad, and beware. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child girl. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world, and it's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child girl.
Move the Needle Radio. You heard 3 in a row. I said I would play 2, but I snuck in a third. That song has been covered by many. I recently heard a jazz trio led by guitarist Molly Miller playing that one, Wild World, from Cat Stevens. And also before that, you heard from Paul Simon. That's a live record, Ryman Simon. Ryman Live. Paul Simon, and that's a great record. Of course, Bridge Over Troubled Water, originally from the album of the same name from Simon and Garfunkel in 1968 or 69. Liner Notes Lipson is not AI, and but that live version is featuring Uru Bamba, which he recorded a lot with, and they play the flutes and some of the percussion and sing, and they sound awesome together on that Bridge Over Troubled Water. Of course, both, and then before that, you heard Billy Joel from The Stranger, chock full of hits, but of course that one too, Just the Way You Are. That's been recorded by so many people, and it's a great song. Why not? And Phil Wood, of course, the saxophone player, featured and plays all over that tune. Now, why am I in this mood of playing these songwriters singing their songs? It's because I just got this record. It's Kander and Ebb, the great songwriters behind some musicals like Cabaret and Chicago. And I want to play this song. Now, I recently was reading the liner notes of this Michael Feinstein album, and he's singing all this Irving Berlin. And the critic says, so-and-so says, unless Irving Berlin records this version is the definitive version. And so the joke, of course, being that Irving Berlin was dead by the time this had been released. And so I'm going to be that person. Benny Liner Notes Lipson says, this is the essential recording of this next song. It's from Candor Neb, live at the 92nd Street Y. This is actually even before Chicago came out. This is between Chicago and Cabaret. So Cabaret had been a big hit, and they had a movie done with Bob Fosse directing both. And this concert took place in between that show and Chicago. So check it out here from Candor Neb. This is John Candor singing.
Our first Broadway show was called Flora the Red Menace, and it was directed by George Abbott, which is to say, Mr. Abbott. And at one point during rehearsals, Mr. Abbott wanted a ballad. So Mr. Abbott got a ballad. Of course, I have to tell you that writing a ballad is about the hardest thing for me to do. I never quite know how to begin them, you know. They're Johnny's favorite thing. And one day he said to me, well, let's approach this particular moment this way. Did anything ever happen to you, like when everything came true, everything you ever dreamed about? And I said, yeah, when we signed to do this show. And he said, well, how did you feel? And I said, oh, nothing. I mean, there it was, you know, nothing. And the song's about that. And it made a lot of noise for us. And again, I owe it to Johnny, because I know without his being there, I wouldn't have written it. And I'm awfully glad I did. I'd like him to sing it for you.
When it all comes true, just the way you planned, it's funny, but the bells don't ring. It's a quiet thing. When you hold the world in your trembling hand, you'd think you'd hear a choir sing. It's a quiet thing. There are no exploding fireworks. Where's the roaring of the crowds? Maybe it's the strange new atmosphere way up here among the clouds. But I don't hear the drum, and I don't hear the band. The sounds, I'm told, such moments bring. Happiness comes in on tiptoe. Well, what do you know? It's a quiet thing, a very quiet thing. Happiness comes in on tiptoe. Well, what do you know? It's it's a quiet thing, a very quiet thing.
As some of you may know, those were numbers from On the Town, which was the first show for which Betty and I wrote the book and lyrics. Now, this was also the first Broadway show for Leonard Bernstein, and it was also the first and last time to date that we had played parts in a Broadway show. Anyway, while still working on the show, we got to work on the next one, which turned out to be a musical comedy called $1 Billion Baby, with music by Morton Gould.
It may be because we wrote this show, which was about the 1920s, that we were asked to come out to Hollywood to write the screenplay for a movie, which was a campus classic of that same period, a movie called Good News. Well, Good News was never a picture we were entirely happy with. We used to say that they were the big three of cinema history: Potemkin, Intolerance, and Good News. We wrote one extra song for the score of this picture with Roger Edens, and this took place in a scene where a young co-ed is teaching French to a football hero. It's called The French Lesson. The book, le livre.
Le livre, the book.
The pen, la plume.
La plume, the pen.
La chaise.
La chaise.
Le crayon.
Le crayon.
Le cahier.
Le cahier.
Le papier.
Le papier.
Rouge, noir et blanc are red, black, and white.
Rouge, blanc, et noir.
You're fairly bright. Now, please go back.
Ah, but I get them right. Rouge, blanc et noir, le papier, le cahier, le crayon, la chaise, la plume, le livre est rouge, la chaise est noire.
That's wonderful.
You call this work, it's more like play. In no time flat, je parle français.
Had enough?
No, I'm just beginning.
Well, you asked for it. The door, la porte.
La porte, the door.
Of wood, du bois.
Du bois, of wood.
To open, ouvrir.
Ouvrir, to open.
Shut, fermer.
Fermer, to shut.
The pronouns that you need are je and vous.
Je means me, and vous means you.
Now, do them all.
Just watch me plow right through. Je et vous, to shut, fermer, to open, ouvrir, la porte, du bois, rouge, blanc, et noir, le papier, le cahier, le crayon, la chaise, la plume, le livre, j'ouvre la porte, je ferme la porte.
That's marvelous.
My thirst for learning you can't quench. Come fill me up to here with French.
More?
More.
You'll explode.
Who cares?
The hand, la main.
La main, the hand.
The mouth, la bouche.
La bouche, the mouth.
Les yeux sont bleus.
They sure are blue.
The hair, les cheveux.
Les cheveux, the hair.
The words for boy and girl, garçon et fille.
Garçon et fille, a he and she.
Now, from the top.
I'll get my French degree. Garçon et fille, les cheveux, the hair, les yeux sont bleus, la bouche, la main. Je et vous, to shut, fermer, to open, ouvrir, la porte, du bois, rouge, blanc, et noir, le papier, le cahier, le crayon, la chaise, la plume, le livre, madame. Monsieur, les yeux sont bleus.
You're crazy.
Won't you come and join me in our dance?
You as the president of France.
Move the Needle Radio with more from composers singing their songs. Here's Harold Arlen.
When a bee lies sleeping in the palm of your hand, you're bewitched and deep in love's long looked after land, where you'll see a sun-up sky with a morning dew, and where the days go laughing by as love comes a-calling on you. Sleep on, bee, don't wake it, can't believe what just passed. She's mine for the taking. I'm so happy at last. Maybe I dreams, but she seems sweet golden as a crown. A sleeping bee done told me I'll walk with my feet off the ground when my one true love I has found. Maybe I dreams, but she seems sweet golden as a crown. A sleeping bee done told me I'll walk with my feet off the ground.
Move the Needle Radio, that's Harold Arlen singing. Now, here's a song he wrote with Johnny Mercer.
My mama done told me when I was in knee pants. My mama done told me, son,
a woman will sweet talk and she'll give you the big eye. But when that sweet talking's done,
a woman's a two-faced, a worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues in the night.
Now the rains are falling, hear the train a calling, hoo-wee.
My mama done told me,
hear that lonesome whistle blowing across the trestle, hoo-wee.
My mama done told me,
a hoo-wee-da-hoo-wee.
Old clickety-clack echoing back the blues in the night.
the evening breeze will start the trees to crying, and the moon will hide its light when you get the blues in the night.
Take my word, the mockingbird will sing the saddest kind of song.
He knows things are wrong, and he's right.
from Natchez to Mobile, from Memphis to St. Joe, wherever the four winds blow.
I've been in some big towns and I've heard me some big talk, but there is one thing I know.
A woman's a two-faced.
A worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues in the night.
So let me give you fair warning. You may feel fine in the morning, but look out for those blues in the night.
This is a mutiny. A what? A mutiny. A nautical rebellion, a washout that is tidal, where you give way without delay unless you're suicidal. Columbus. But why, by all the saints, what are your complaints? Benito. We offer for your mental scrutiny the reasons for the mutiny. Sailors. You're believing that the world is round is a belief that we believe unsound. Our feet are on the ground, and so far we have found the world is flat. Like that, like that, like that, like that. You believe that we believe you know there is a land to land on where we go. There's no land westward ho, but you believe it's so. We believe that you should be below, below, below. Cook. On me the men are venting all their passions. They're tired of eating biscuit and K rations. Yes, Commodore, their stomachs are in an ugly mood. On top of getting nowhere, they're fed up on the food. Sailors. On top of getting nowhere, we are fed up on the food. Night and day we brood, fed up on the food. Every night we are in tears when we think of macaroni. And it seems like 40 years since we tasted minestrone. Long to drink again the vino with a wife and bambino. So we're going to force you to change the course, and we sail the foam back home.
If I'm in tears,
every night we are in tears.
It seems like years
when we think of macaroni.
Since I have known
and
the
it seems like 40 years
of eating a la carte.
since we tasted minestrone.
I miss my bambino,
want to drink again
my
the
vino, oh,
with the wife and the bambino.
And the sextet from Lucia.
So we're going to force you to change the course, and we sail the foam back home. Bravo, bis, encore, bravissimo. Columbus. I'll bravissimo you fools, you sons of sea dogs, you bilge watery barnacles. Have you no honor? Is nothing sacred to you? Have you no loyalty to royalty? Loyalty to royalty, what do you mean? I mean the queen, the lovely Isabella.
Isabella, what about Queen Isabella?
Don't you know that sailing west meant a terrifically expensive investment? And who do you suppose supplied the means but Isabella, Queen of Queens?
The Queen of Queens supplied the means.
Isabella volunteering, hocked her every bracelet and earring. And if this journey adjourns, we return with no returns. Isabella, Queen of Queens, will be without any means. Isabella will be flat, like that, like that, like that. Sailors, who'd have thought that sailing west meant a terrifically expensive investment?
And who do you suppose supplied the means? Good Isabella, Queen of Queens.
Benito, enough. Have you forgotten your vino, your wife and bambino, your sola mia?
And the sextet from Lucia.
Right. Are we Mysore men? Lock him up and then we can sail the foam back home.
Very good advice. Are we men or mice? Let us have no more of the Commodore and we sail the foam back home.
Sailors advance on Columbus. You're believing that the world is round is a belief that we believe unsound. And so we're sailing east, and you are full of yeast. The world is flat.
It's round.
It's flat.
It's round.
Flat, round, flat, round, flat. Bill jumps up. Stop! What do you think you're doing? Stop! Stop! Benito. Why should we stop? What's eating you, you crackpot? When we're about to cash in on the jackpot? Bill. When all the world is vocal, this is my point of view. I'd feel just like a yokel if I didn't sing along too.
What is there to do but hear the fellows through?
Bill. This trouble you're brewing, you should be undoing. You fellas don't get the idea. The future you're failing if you don't keep sailing the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. You're just being dumb to not know that you'll come to a land that's the world's panacea. No laurels you'll rest on if you don't keep west on the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Sailors, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Let's not argue with them. We like the waltz rhythm. The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Bill, what traffic terrific from Maine to Pacific. What hustle and bustle you'll see. What rivers, what valleys, if nobody dallies on Nina and Pinta and Santa Maria. The girls are delightful, their sweaters are quite full, so he's barking up the wrong tree. What pictures you'll pin up if you keep your chin up on Nina and Pinta and Santa Maria. Sailors, if we keep our chin up, what pictures we'll pin up on Nina and Pinta and Santa Maria?
More, uncle!
Bill, there'll be 48 states and 135 million residents, and George Washington will be the first of many presidents. There'll be cities like Chicago, New York, New Haven, and Hartford, and Minneapolis, not to mention Hollywood, the global cinema metropolis. And when this land brings heaven here on earth below, of glorious times there'll be no dearth below. Eastern Standard, Rocky Mountain, Daylight Saving, and Pacific Coast time. But when you hear the sound of the signal, you will know what time it is at least, most times. And oh, my hearties, what fun and what parties. The Democratic Party and the GOP, the Prohibition Party and the Boston Tea. What a wonderful land in which to be living, where you celebrate the 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, and Thanksgiving. And if you want an extra day off, what you're doing to Columbus is a way off. For the man you want to betray can give you not only Columbus Circle and Columbus, Ohio, but also Columbus Day. So think twice, my friends, before you doubt Columbus. Just imagine what happens to posterity without Columbus. No New York for Fiorillo, no Abbott for Costello, no Automat Nichols, no Heinz and his pickles, no land of the brave and the freer. Just think what you're losing if west you're not cruising the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. No Radio City and who'll be the kitty at Belmont Park and Hialeah. But you'll be unveiling a new world by sailing the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. Sailors, you've certainly told us on all you have told us.
It's more than romantic across the Atlantic.
The new world is failing if we don't keep sailing the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
3 cheers for Columbus land. Hip, hip.
Bill, wait a minute, fellas. Not Columbus land. The name is America. Columbus. America? America? You mean it'll be named after that second-rate explorer Amerigo Vespucci? Forget the whole thing. This is too much. I want no part of it. We've been tricked. Tricked! My discovery won't be named for me, so we sail the foam back home. Tornado rushes up and kisses Columbus on both cheeks. Sailors advancing on Bill. You're believing that the world is round is a belief that we believe on sound. And you are full of yeast, Columbus, and I am sailing east. To me, the world is flat.
It's round.
It's flat.
It's round.
Flat. Round.
Land ho.
Move the Needle Radio. Wow. Okay. You just heard a lot of music and singing their own songs. Composers singing their own songs. Let's see. Let's go from the top, okay? The top of the set. Amazing music, and it was all really inspired from this record, An Evening with Fred Ebb and John Kander, with John Kander at the piano. It's at the 92nd Street Y, and he sings A Quiet Thing, again from Flora the Red Menace, their first Broadway show, and it's such a great song, and this rendition is just so phenomenal from John Kander singing it. You also then heard from A Party with Betty Comden and Adolph Green. Okay, this was recorded live in New York City, and it was opened in 1958, and this is the cast album from it. You heard a song that they wrote, The French Lesson. The French Lesson. And they mentioned it was written with Roger Edens as well. They, of course, wrote lyrics to many great shows like On the Town, to Peter Pan, to Hallelujah Baby, the Tony-winning Best Musical from 1969. So Betty Comden and Adolph Green, they put this show on Broadway, and they sang some of their great music. This album is so much fun. They are spectacular. Then I played you from Harold Sings Arlen. Here's Harold Arlen singing some of his music. Of course, wrote, The Wizard of Oz. Maybe you've heard those songs before. And here's Harold Arlen, and you heard him singing A Sleepin' Bee from House of Flowers. He wrote the music, and Truman Capote wrote the lyrics. Very cool. The author and also lyricist. Truman Capote and Harold Arlen, A Sleepin' Bee. And then I transitioned from Harold Arlen into Johnny Mercer. Okay. Here, Mercer sings Mercer, pardon me. He sang Blues in the Night. And how fantastic was that? Johnny Mercer, who of course went on to start Capitol Records with a couple other people like Buddy DeSilva. Wow. Johnny Mercer singing his lyrics, and Harold Arlen the music for Blues in the Night. And the last song that you heard, quite a slog. I'm going to tell you all about it in just a second. You heard Kurt Weill and Ira Gershwin singing from this Ira Gershwin Loves to Rhyme record. That was recorded from 1945. It's 2025, right? 80 years ago. We're listening to that on vinyl. I'll tell you more about it in just 1 second. And I want to tell you about that song. The Nina, the Pinta, and Santa Maria. And that was from a movie called Where Do We Go From Here? It's from 1945, and the character Bill wants to join the army, and because he is unqualified or disqualified, both at the same time, I believe, he ends up finding a magic lamp when he's looking through scrap metal, and it's a genie, and he goes back in time a couple times, but he eventually, from the Revolutionary War with George Washington, then he continues further back in time, just like we're going back in time here on Move the Needle Radio, to this next phase, and that was in the Christopher Columbus sailing to the America. So that movie sounds pretty strange. It's 78 minutes, so probably not too hard to get through. Maybe I'll take a look at it. Where do we go from here? The music and lyrics from Kurt Weill and Ira Gershwin, and what a treat to hear both of them singing on Move the Needle Radio. And I want to play you this next one. Speaking of wanting to join the military, this George M. Cohan record, certainly he's involved with those classic USO shows, Yankee Doodle Dandy. Let's hear this one on Move the Needle Radio.
For it was Mary, Mary, plain as any name can be, but with propriety, society, they say Marie, but it was Mary, Mary, long before the fashions came. And there is something there that sounds so square, it's a grand old name. Mary, Mary, plain as any name can be, but with propriety, society, they say Marie, but it was Mary, Mary, long before the fashions came. And there is something there that sounds so square, it's a grand old name.
Move the Needle Radio. And like I was talking about that movie, which was a short 78 minutes, I also have to keep this a bit shorter today. I'm catching a red-eye flight, so keeping Move the Needle just a bit shorter today. I hope that doesn't bother anybody too much. I'll be back, of course, next week at Tuesday. I'm always here 6 to 8 p.m. And I want to play this medley out. One of my favorite composers, Dave Frischberg, but he is honoring one of my favorite songwriters, also Frank Lesser, in this medley. So just playing all these great composers and singing their music. I was so inspired by that Kander and Ebb record live at the 92nd Y, and I'm going to New York. All right, spoiler, that's the red eye. So here we go. I want to play this song. This was this whole medley. It was recorded in San Francisco, and Dave Frischberg is singing a medley of Frank Lesser on Move the Needle Radio.
Frank Lesser. You know, I could do like a whole lot of Frank Lesser songs if I knew them all to perform. I could do like half hour, an hour of them, and each one of them I could say, I wish I had written this one, I wish I had written that one. So this is just a handful of Frank Lesser songs I wish I had written. He's a real inspiration to me. Now, let's see, this first one, you'll have to know that the scene theatrically on this one. The guy sings this while shaving. He's looking in a mirror. I see the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that upturned chin and the grin of impetuous youth. I believe in you. I believe in you. I hear the sound of good, solid judgment whenever you talk. Yet there's that brave, bold spring of the tiger that quickens your walk. I believe in you. I believe in you. And when my faith in my fellow man all but falls apart, I've but to feel your hand touching mine, and I take heart to see the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's the slam, bang, tang, reminiscent of gin and vermouth. I believe in you. I believe in you. I used to introduce this next song as the perfect song. Not a word could be changed or a note. I soon learned that this was extravagant. Now I just say, I think this song is quite good. Maybe it's much too early in the game. But I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock that night, welcoming in the New Year's, New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of the 1,000 invitations you receive. But in case I stand one little chance, here comes that jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Now, the next two songs I group as two because they're two songs about the exact same premise. And if there's any more, I don't think there's a more horrible task a songwriter can face than to have to write the same song twice. And Lesser handled it beautifully. He wrote a championship world-class song with each of these, and it's the same premise. Here's the first song. If there's a gleam in her eye each time she straightens your tie, you know the lady's in love with you. And if she can dress for a date without that waiting you hate, you know the lady's in love with you. And when her friends ask you over to join their table, and she picks a faraway booth for two, why not sit back and relax and just face the facts? The lady's in love with you. when she calls, and she doesn't reverse the charges like so many lady friends often do. Why not sit back and relax and just face the facts? Lady's in love with you. Here's the same premise. He did it. He wrote another great song about it. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll. When you see a John standing out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane. And when you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that would flatten the Taj Mahal, call it dumb, call it clever, but you could get odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some doll. On the other hand, when you see a dame taking pounds off her frame, you can bet she's reducing it for some guy. When you see a doll with her diamond in hock, chances are that that rock has gone to restock some gentleman jock. When you see a mouse hurry out of her house, and she runs 20 blocks for cigars and rye, call it dumb, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the doll's only doing it for some guy, some guy, some guy, some guy. The doll's only doing it for some guy. Frank Lesser, my hero.
Move the Needle Radio. You just heard a whole medley of Frank Lesser music and lyrics, and actually a little bit of Burton Lane as well. Wrote some of the music for The Ladies in Love with You in that medley. Just have to get all the liner notes right when I'm Benny Liner Notes Lipson, DJing for you here at Move the Needle Radio. And I have to read you this here on the back, the liner notes here on this Dave Frischberg record. When I first began examining songs analytically and trying to write them myself, I took Frank Lesser as my model. I met him and got to have a couple of conversations with him, during which he encouraged me and also bestowed some insightful and valuable criticism on my work. Lesser wrote words and music, but the music on Ladies in Love with You is by Burton Lane, as I had said earlier. But what a great touching thing, and what a great thing to meet your idol. Unfortunately, Dave Frischberg, he passed away a few years ago. This was from 1987, live in San Francisco. And I am signing off a little early, a shorter episode than normal today, but a great episode nonetheless. Some great music and a lot of composers singing their fantastic songs from fantastic shows or just from those pop charts where lots of people covered those great songs. Once again, this is Move the Needle Radio, 6 to 8, generally p.m. on Tuesdays, and you're with Benny Liner Notes Lipson signing off. Good night. See you soon.